guys, welcome back to another episode of the Life Unfiltered podcast. My name is Gabrielle Robinson.
And my name is Vanessa Liu, and we're your co-hosts for the Life Unfiltered podcast.
Today, our special guests are Aziza and Reman, and they're juniors from Troy Athens High School. Hi guys, how are you?
Hello, we're
Thanks
good.
for having us.
Thank you. We're so excited to have you guys on and to listen to your journey throughout junior year. And yeah, so do you guys want to introduce us a little bit to who you are?
Okay, so my name's Aziza. I am going to be a senior at Troy Athens High School.
My name is Reman. I'm also going to be a senior next year at Troy Athens High School.
Okay, so what are some like clubs or extracurriculars you guys are a part of, or any passions?
So so for clubs wise, I'm a part of Ambassadors Club, recycling, and I actually have a job, and I am a lifeguard usually during the summer at the outdoor pool at Troy White Family Aquatics, and then the indoor pool during the winter time at Troy Community Center. Yes.
Okay.
Clubs-wise, I have a lot. But I think my most passionate one that I work really hard on is like ethnic fair, like social justice project. We work on it really hard all year, and during the summer we prep for it too. And I also have a job and other things I do during the summer too.
Wow, okay, busy girls.
Very involved, yes.
So how would you describe your junior year in one word, and why?
You want to go first?
Okay, so for me, junior year, I felt like a party because it's like a typical party. Parties usually have their ups and downs, and for me, that was exactly like junior year. Yes, there are fun times in junior year, but along with the fun times, there's like more stressful times. You have to actually focus on studies and also make sure you're like caught up with every work, and it's like a little stressful and it's hard at some points. But either way, at the end, you always come out of the party feeling nice.
Aww,
That's really
cute.
I think my best way to describe junior year was eventful in a good and could be bad way. But I think events, they are very hard to like put together and stuff. But at the end, like when you're finally done, it's like, wow, I did all that. Like that was great.
Yeah, you feel so accomplished.
Yeah.
Those are good words.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Nessa, how
I
would
wouldn't
you-
have thought about that.
How would you have described your junior year in a word?
Oh,
yeah. Oh my god.
Okay. This is kind of like branching off of what you guys were talking about, like the ups and downs, but maybe like a road trip.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
Do you know Zara's
Zara's
speech?
reference?
Yeah, her speech on
Yeah.
graduation. I think that's like the perfect way to talk about
That's great.
junior, but also high school altogether. Like there's so many ups and downs. Like there's gonna be bumps, there's gonna be smooth paths, but you're gonna reach your destination and it's all gonna work out. So
Yeah.
That's really cute.
How about you, Gabby?
Ooh. Junior year is like low-key a blur for me, but I would probably say like renewal, I guess. Because like from my underclassmen to like upperclassmen, there was like a pivotal moment like in change in how I am now. So probably renewal.
Okay, I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah. So speaking of junior year, was there a time this year that you surprised yourself?
Oof, let me think about that. Actually, so for me, I was shocked on how much I actually locked in, especially for AP exams, SAT, and midterms and finals. I studied so hard. I remember for AP Gov, actually, when I was studying for the AP test, I studied from when I woke up till I went to sleep.
Wow.
With only one break in between, and I was shocked on how I can stay locked in, because I had the thought in my mind, I have to stay locked in if I want to get into a good college and also get a good score, and then also feel proud of myself. So I was really accomplished. I felt really accomplished for what I did.
That's great.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Going off of a bit of what she said, the constant hours that I can stay locked in and having to do that's pretty impressive. But I think my biggest personal accomplishment is having to manage school and home life. I had things going on at home this year, and having to manage that family and then school life, and both are so busy.
Yeah.
I think I was surprised at being able to hold both.
Oh, good for you guys.
That's really cool.
So I know junior year, there's a lot going on. What would you say your hardest class was this year, and how did you get through it?
Okay. So semester 1, algebra 2 was a little challenging. It was just because of the way the teacher taught. It was a little confusing for the whole class, and I had to take some time on my own to reteach everything by myself, because I did not understand the way she taught, and so my other classmates were also really confused on like what's going on. So I was always the one trying to explain to them how to do it and then step up. And then also for semester 2, physics 2 was pretty challenging. It was just because I'm not a science girl, and like ever since I was a child, I hated science. I did not like it that much. But like it's because it was so confusing for me.
Yeah.
And physics 2 was just like, I don't know, it was like a blur. And it was going through one year and out the other, and nothing made sense to me. And I was like so upset about it. And like I kept trying to study so hard, trying to figure out what's this going on. Sometimes I'll get it, but sometimes I don't. But in the end, I just tell myself, at least I tried my hardest and gave it my best effort.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, that's good.
What was the question?
It was, what was your hardest class this year, and how did you get through it?
Okay. So, surprisingly, it wasn't an AP class. It was a normal class, GBB.
I think I was thinking that.
It was a lot of material. I think that was the main. Like Miss Peterson's so good at teaching. Like she's so impressive. Like when she teaches something, like you understand so well. So I was like, wow, okay. But then like I feel like the more further we got in the year, material started being a lot. And this year was less than last year too. So like we had to like get through material really quickly, and there was a lot of days I missed. But it was like a good hard. Like when you just had to study for it by yourself, but like and like alongside what Miss Peterson taught you. But she's always open to help. You can go in anytime. She's so amazing.
Yeah.
Love Miss Peterson.
Yeah,
we love her too. Yeah.
So we did take GBE together, and I agree with you. Like I think that is like GBE was one of my favorite classes throughout high school. Like still like thinking back to how much she taught us, the way she taught us, and how interesting the material was. Like I love that class.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask her if I can keep the textbook, but I was like, nah. Like just for like the summer, and then give it back to her next year. But I was like, she's probably gonna say no.
She is such an amazing teacher. I remember in GBE, our class, we were a lot like very confused, and no one wanted to say anything. And I would ask Vanessa, I was like, do you understand what's going on? She was like, no. And I didn't, and then a lot of people like didn't, and we were all so scared to ask questions because we didn't really know her like that. And then I remember I asked the first question, and it broke the ice, and then she was just like so helpful, and she was already helpful
She's
before.
so open to like helping out, like even any questions, like some quote unquote stupid questions, she's like, there's no such thing, and she'll answer any question. It's really good.
She makes you feel so like comfortable too.
I know, like it's okay, like it's fine, we can solve this together.
Right.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of overwhelming stress about junior year, as you guys know. So how did you take care of your mental health this year or not?
Okay, so for me personally, though, I study or do everything till I burn out. And then once I have my burnout, I take like a couple like minutes or time to wind down just to calm myself up. And then I just go back to what made me burn out. For me, it was just like I kept cramming stuff in. And I guess personally also made me stronger just because of how much I handled it. And even with so much pressure and then like the effects of it, I always like stepped up and I'm like, no, I'm not going to let this pressure like overcome to me. And so I just like continued doing it. So that's the way I handled my stress.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like survival. Survival, like you don't really have the time to kind of acknowledge your feelings or like understand what's going on really until everything is done. And the second you let yourself rest is when you really start to feel it. So like during the year, like I kind of just like thugged it out. And then like now I'm just like, whoa, that was kind of a lot. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh. Like yeah, so that's
Yeah. Okay. I remember seeing your story, Reman, and it was so funny. It was like, is this finals week or my final week? And I was dying.
Yeah, I'll be
so
like,
funny.
when I really felt it during like the actual thing, I'm like, you know what? Posting something funny about it makes me feel fun. Like I start laughing, so I'm like, you know what? Let me post something funny, and then I'll get over it. And I'm like, okay, let me get back to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cute.
I don't think I would have been able to do it without my teachers, though. I think they were such a like help, like, and I don't think they understand how much they helped us, like.
Aw, okay.
That's sweet of you.
That is
So
really cute. I hope you told them that.
Yeah, so
better
that's
have.
gonna come into our next question. Okay. What's your go-to to rant about in high school and that you wish your teachers and administration?
Do you want to go first?
I wish I could, I don't know, really. I think just talk more in depth about teachers and then classes. And I guess I just wish for the teachers we could like call them like a friend because like they're adults and we're kids. They won't see us as a friend, but I wish we'd call them a friend just because, like, the amount of times I'd love to rant to a teacher about literally my whole life. That would be the most amazing thing ever. But we can't, sadly. But, like, either way, I try to here and there. And I always feel glad that I'm doing it just because the teachers are always supportive no matter what. And then they also give you really good advice to what to do next. And other than that, the teachers are just amazing and so sweet at Athens.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long rant.
Go for it.
So I feel like, first of all, they don't get paid enough to deal with us, and they do. They do it so well. They get paid to be a quote unquote teacher, but they're there for us mentally and physically and in every way like I can think of. I think this year I got to see that side of them a lot because I went for help. Like I talked to one of my teachers and she ended up getting me help. And I think like during that moment I saw how much they care. And it was really nice because I was just like, I mean, like, can I drop a name? Like, can I drop more names?
Yeah.
Miss Parnell and Miss Syme and Miss Peterson, like, all my other teachers, amazing too. But, like, they really, really stepped up and they were, like, there for me. And I don't think anybody talks about how much they're willing to help you, like, genuinely. And I feel like during the year, I just felt embarrassed about it. But now I'm just like, wow, like, I don't think I would have gotten here without them. So, yeah.
That's really
I don't think they get enough appreciation. And, like, all the childish people that, like, don't treat them nice. I'm like, stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's like the
That's my
worst
Miss
nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so mature of you to step up and ask for help. I know that's something I wish I did more in high school, especially junior when I was really struggling with burnout. And I was like struggling with my attendance too, you know, like things get hard, finals, exams. So I wish that's something I did more. So good for you.
I think my biggest advice is if you need help, go ask for it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared ever.
It's like, I feel like one thing that people are really scared of, if I go tell my counselor, she's just going to tell my parents and it's going to go boom. No, like it's not really going to go like that. You can ask a teacher you feel comfortable with. You can ask whoever you can, but like get help. It really does change things.
Yeah, and then some people think that it's not cool to ask for help. It is in fact cool to ask for help.
Yes.
because-
I used to think it was weak, actually, and I used to avoid asking for help, but I think when my teacher actually reached out to me first and I ended up just asking for help, I think I saw it differently. Asking for help is actually a strength, guys.
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So because you talked about junior year and like, you know, it was a lot on your mental health, have you ever felt like your grades defined your worth, and how did you deal with that pressure?
So for me, there are times yes and other times no. Just because for me, the reason why yes, if I don't do that well in a class, just because I was procrastinating or was too lazy to, then I know that end is my fault. But then I have a little beef with this. But like other times, no, just because the way the teachers decide to like categorize the grades, like for an example, in one class, it was like 80% tests and then 20% assignments. My assignments could never back up my test if I did not do well on the test.
Right.
Like for an example, if I fail a test or if I get a D or C, I can't end with an A with my assignments backing me up just because there's so little. Or like teachers from your first quarter grade putting it up to your second quarter grade, and that also does not help at all. Just because like who knows if you don't do well first quarter, but you want to try to get better in quarter two. But no, you can't just because your quarter one grade is basically your second quarter grade. So that's what just makes it worse in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I feel like a lot, yeah, because for me, I don't know. I feel like I immigrated here, and that's my purpose. I'm here to get good grades, go to college, like end the cycle. And I'm very passionate about that. I want to do that, but sometimes it really does affect me. And I feel like I have to remind myself, like, my grades don't define me as a person. Sometimes circumstances, sometimes things like that. But yeah, grades are important. Just don't let them control your life.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. So, have you ever felt pressure to go out when you knew you needed to rest?
Actually, no. So this is the funny story. For me, I'm really sociable at school, but like when it comes to hanging out, it's another story. Like I sometimes I'll try to go out just because I know I need to, and like my friends want me to go out, but like at the same time, I really do not want to. Like I'm like a hermit crab in my house all the time. Like at school, I'm open, but like when it comes to hanging out, I'm like, oh, that's another story. But like there's usually, for me, no, just because I like staying in more and then like doing homework and then just being alone really. But like if I do go out, I always prioritize my education before fun, just because with the education I have right now, I can go up to be something more beyond. And for example, I want to become a lawyer. So like after,
good okay, go you.
So after like I dedicate all of like the education and then all the learning and all the exams for a lawyer, then I will have time to have as much as fun as I really want to, just because I have the job and hopefully have the money by then. And so then I could just have my free time there. But right now, I still have fun, but like it's not as a lot as compared to education, in my opinion.
Okay, she's in her own business.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I love that. I think, sometimes, like, even when I get my work done, like, exactly what she said, but, like, even when I get my work done, I feel so pressured. I'm so tired and exhausted. I finally have some free time. I feel pressured to go out with people sometimes because I'm, like, they start being like, you don't like me, or, stuff like that. And then I'm like, fine. Like, eventually, like, usually I do decline to people, like, I feel like I can. But, like, sometimes, like, I feel like, there's a party. You know what? Everyone's going to it. It's, like
you have to be
get
there.
two birds with one stone. Just go see everyone and go home. And then you don't have to do, like, 10 million hangouts. So, that's my thing.
Okay. Well, I can kind of relate with that. I know, I think mid-sophomore year was when I kind of, like, put my foot down. I'm like, I'm not going to go to every single function. Like, I don't have to be there. I used to have really bad FOMO, like, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
But, like, growing up, like, you start realizing, like, you have priorities. You can say no. And, and I've also, like, developed kind of into a hermit crab more. Like, I like being at home. I like doing, like, my own things. So I can relate to you on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely am a homebody as well. I do not enjoy going out. My friends have to drag me out. It actually gets to a point where they like pull up to my house and like, hey, I'm outside, come out. So
that's really funny.
Yeah, but like now that I'm graduated from high school, I don't mind because like you know, it's like the little fun period before things get serious.
Yeah. It's fun for you right now.
Yeah,
so lucky.
Yeah, but obviously have fun in high school and don't feel bad if you don't want to go out because girl, like you have stuff to take care of, and like even if you want to like lay down, you do a lot in school. Like you guys are very active, so some people are not as active as you are in school or like have a job. So if you want to lay down and chill at home, like your friends should understand that.
That's
completely.
why I'm like the party thing. It's like you get all of them with one.
Yeah.
One hangout can get it all done.
That's smart.
So speaking of social life and managing stress, have you ever felt like you're living two lives, the academic version of yourself and the social version?
I wouldn't say so, just because there's only one version of Aziza. I don't want to have two different versions. So academic and social is also like 50-50 on me. Like, yes, I'll lock in for school. Yes, I will study for everything. And then also, yes, if my friends ask me and if I want to go out, then of course I'll go out. I'd love, like, the times that I want to go out, I'd love to go out. Like, if the times that I do want to go out, I'm really social and I always enjoy it with my friends. And I make sure that me and my friends are having a good time just because they're also asking me to hang out and I'm also asking them to hang out. So I need to try to make it like equally fun for both of us and make sure that we have an enjoyable and also memorable time.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the question? I got lost.
Have you ever felt like you're living two lives, the academic version of you and the social version?
Agreeing with what Aziza said, that like making sure two people are having fun, because I sometimes like I'll go out with people and I'm just worrying about school like the whole time and it's not enjoyable, you know? So like I feel like putting things aside is important. But sometimes like you're just sometimes you're so locked in and sometimes people want you to be a different version of yourself. But hey, I'm not friends with those people anymore. I don't like being friends with people who make me feel bad about myself.
Right.
That's like the
especially
biggest
education. I'm like, hello, like.
Yeah, education first. Hello.
So I'm like, not anymore. No, but I used to for sure. Like before. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like putting on a facade like that, it's one like draining, and that's not the real you. And when you encounter those people, like you have to put in your boundaries and be like, hey, you know what I mean? So that's something else I learned throughout high school. Like you don't need to be friends with these people. You know, you can choose who your group is and choose who you want to be around.
And when you find the right people, it's really like it's life-changing.
Definitely.
Like people don't realize this, but when you find the right people, you're so comfortable. You guys have similar interests. Like for example, me and Nessa be like study dates. That's our hangout.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
Honestly,
it is.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of my hangouts during school are study
Me
dates
too,
because
yeah.
if I'm doing something else, I don't feel productive. Or I have
Yeah.
like a long list of
And
like
then I feel
homework
so
to
bad
do.
the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like
I agree. I relate. Yeah. But I'm glad it's summer now.
Yes.
We can
Yeah.
enjoy our free
Woo.
time. So, what is your go-to trick for saving time or staying sane during finals or midterms?
Okay, so I know everyone will say study like couple days before, but for me, I can never study a couple days before just because like I won't memorize it all because like I have to study on the day in order to memorize it. But the only exception is AP exams. That's about it. But for the finals, I make sure like I'm like telling myself I have to lock and I have to get a good grade on this final in order to end well in this class. So like for the day, I just like study throughout the whole day, like how I do for AP exams as well. And I just make sure that I know everything, I got everything, I understand everything. And if I don't, look back onto that unit or watch a video. Like watch many videos is also one thing that I do just to make sure I finally start understanding everything. And yeah, that's about it.
I think for finals, like literally what she said, I can't ever study for a couple days before because we're so busy before. That's like the thing. I feel like we are still learning new material and like we're not really ready to prepare for finals until 2 days before finals. And then you're just trying to prepare for the test that's happening sooner. So like you're like first and second hour, it's like a third and fourth hour. So I think that's how I deal with my finals. But definitely the mindset thing. If you have a good mindset, then you're good. Like I feel like mindset can control you a lot more than anything else.
Definitely.
Yeah. Nessa, how did you study for finals when you were in school?
That's a good question. I definitely agree with you. Like, I did not have that much time because there were like classes and homework, and I felt like the amount of homework I got from all my AP classes took away that time from studying. You know, so I would do a lot of it like the day of, the day before, the night of. I would pull a lot of all-nighters.
Oh.
But like it was my schedule. You know, I had 4 APs, I had GBB, then like honors pre-calc. So I had like so much going on with volunteering and then work too. So. It was a lot of cramming, I'm not gonna lie, but I like doing practice tests. Quizlet is great.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
my best friend.
Yes, and I agree with you. Like, if there's
Yeah.
a concept I don't understand, I'm gonna watch videos on it and take notes. And yeah, that's how I study. How about you, Gabby?
Okay, so for me, like for finals and stuff, I too am busy like with all that stuff, and then plus I'm an athlete, not only in school but also like indoor for club.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a lot of time, and so what I do in school, I just try to like take notes or like read what we're gonna learn like before we get in the class that day, and then just kind of wing it for the final. And then I mean I do well on them, so like it works.
just
It works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as it
Right.
works, then it's completely
Yeah,
fine.
so
Yeah,
Right.
that's
but
really good either way.
that's pretty much what I do. So.
Good for you. Good for
Okay,
you.
everyone has
Awesome.
like their own different systems
Yeah.
that work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I guess I cram a little bit,
I feel
but
like we're all
cram in
crammers.
class. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 So, do you think it's possible to have a full social life and still be academically strong without losing your mind?
Of course. Social life is also what keeps you like going and not go mentally crazy.
Yep.
Just because education, yes, is important, but you don't want to keep isolating yourself more for education just because more stress will come in, and then you might eventually start distancing yourself from your friends and then eventually lose them. And that's also not good for your mental health. So being sociable is actually really important, like just to make sure you're on top of things with your friends and that you know everything that's going on with your friends. Going out here and there is also really good.
Yes, I definitely agree. And like some people who are like, no, just academics, just remember that like academics are not the only thing that are going to carry you. You're around all these amazing people that are going to do amazing things in the future, and connections matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also important. But like I feel like it is possible, but I think you need to have like your home life is also important. Like if your home life doesn't allow for you to be able to go socialize and stuff, then it's going to be really hard. I know some people who struggle with that. So yeah, if your parents and your family is like able to let you like go and socialize, that's important.
Yeah, balance is everything. It's my biggest piece of advice. Balance is everything. School, social life, all that.
Yeah.
Even when you become a senior, you're going to want to balance academics with your involvement in other things, because it's not for college. It's not just like, oh, who has the highest grades, because everyone has good grades.
Right.
They want to see who you are and the stuff that makes you you. So that's my biggest advice.
Okay, preach.
Do you guys have any last questions for us?
What advice would you give us for our upcoming seniors?
Oh, okay. I think my advice would be explore everything before you leave, because that's what Gabby and I did. We found a lot of amazing things that we're passionate about now that we kind of wish we did earlier, but explore them. Don't be scared. It's literally your last year. You're never going to have this time again. And just soak it in before you leave, because it goes by really fast. I remember like stepping into high school my first, freshman year, and I was like, wow, it's going to be a long time before I graduate, 4 years, but it literally went by that fast. So enjoy it now, and make sure you also prioritize friends, because academics is not the full picture,
Right.
Soak it in, go to events, be involved in school, and just have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also have
you, Gabby?
Oh, I mean, I agree. I kind of already gave the advice earlier, but what else? I guess, like take pictures. So
Oh
you
my
can-
god. Yes.
Oh my
Pictures
gosh.
are amazing.
Yeah,
and
like get
memorable.
cute outfits for everything, all your events, and so you'll remember them, and then you can go back and be like, oh, this was me back then. So
Yes.
I
Senior
guess that's-
sunrise.
yeah.
That's gonna be me.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us actually for seniors. Sunrise. I actually have one more question. How was the process of college apps? Common App? Like
Oh my
applying
gosh,
college?
can I
Go
answer this?
Go ahead.
So senior year is easy depending on the courses you take, but like I had some very rigorous courses, and I think that like senior year was still pretty easy in like the course load, but it's like the other things like your applications, your essay, and all that makes it hard and stressful. So like I feel like that's the hard part of senior year. So like try to lock in on that. Even with now, like you have summer, like look for scholarships, like look for that stuff, like try to get ahead, because when you're in senior year and like you literally first day you meet with your counselor and they're like, you need to do this, and it's just like, whoa, this is a lot.
God.
You know what I mean? And you have like no guidance for it like prior. So like just try to get a little bit ahead and like figure out a little bit like what you want to do, what school you want to go to. So like you know a little bit what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I like her advice. I think something I wish I did sooner was fill out scholarships. College is expensive, and if you fill out scholarships this summer, then you don't have to worry too much about it like during school and stuff. And I like what she said, like prepare beforehand, know which schools you want to go to, kind of have like your story laid out in your head, and definitely don't wait last minute to fill out your thing, because I know people who did it the day of, and I was like,
Holy crap.
That's actually like really scary in my
Yeah.
opinion.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
But you guys got this.
Yeah, you got it. We believe in you.
Thank you guys so much.
You guys are
Of
so
course.
amazing.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be on our podcast.
Yes,
Thanks for having
thank
us. This was
you.
so much fun.
And thank you so much to our audience for listening to this week's episode. You guys know where to find us at life.unfilteredpod on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram.
And then unfortunately you can't DM us to be a guest anymore. But thank you for all that did.
Yeah.
We're the
So
last.
you're one of the last episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we're your co-hosts, Vanessa Liu.
And Gabrielle Robinson.
And always remember to embrace the mess and live life unfiltered. Bye, guys.
Oh,